Cancel culture. A modern form of ostracism in which someone is pushed out of a social or professional circle. It is the trending practice of social media users that includes withdrawing support for public figures, ideas, and companies after they have said or done something considerably objectionable or offensive. This new societal construct gives the opportunity to the public to voice their opinions on who should be able to have a platform and who should be shunned out of the spotlight in the form of canceling. The topic was brought to light in full force in 2020, and it is very controversial. One can either hate it or love it. Is it right to hold celebrities accountable or cancel them for their past mistakes? Or is it wrong of people to bully a celebrity out of the spotlight? Do people take cancel culture too far? Or do they take it just far enough? I sat down with two individuals that have different opinions on the matter to find out both sides of this conflicting topic.
I support it. I believe that when famous people are in the spotlight for too long, they think they can get away with a lot. I think cancel culture is a way to ground them, make sure that they stay careful of what they're saying and that their actions have consequences, and make sure that they know that their actions will have consequences.
I don't like it. I really don't, because no one's perfect and everyone makes mistakes. I make mistakes, and just because like they're famous, like they're not allowed to make mistakes, like that's just not right. It really does depend the situation, but I think people are being canceled for like the dumbest things, like stuff that it's small mistakes and it's like everyone's just bashing them like you've never made a mistake in your life.
What cancel culture should be versus what what people make cancel culture, there's a big difference. What it should be is giving consequences when someone does something bad, but sometimes people turn it into, oh well, this person did something, I don't like it, they're canceled. I don't think they should have a platform anymore, when that's not the case. I think if someone does something bad, they come forward with it, and if they show that they've changed, then they should get a chance, like a second chance.
A lot of people are not even focusing on the topic of like why they're like canceling them. They're just canceling them to cancel because it's just a very popular thing to do right now. You know, it's a trend to cancel people for like the small things, or even if it's like maybe more than a small thing, but it's like, again, everyone makes mistakes, but nobody sees that.
The phenomenon started on Twitter as a joke 4 to 5 years ago to mock a celebrity or person who would do something cringeworthy. Though as time went on, being cancelled started having more meaning and became a larger conversation concerning identity conflicts and punishments for influencers.
Like, they'll see something that somebody does that's maybe not necessarily right, but they'll go like full blown and sometimes like even bully the guy into like making them think that like they're absolutely like a piece of garbage, you know? Which is not right, because that turns into like a bullying in a way.
And we're not putting up with it, not letting things slide anymore. We realize like, okay, this is bad, you know? We're drawing the line between dark humor and anything that's like racism or just homophobia, oppression and all that. But because of that, it just gives a bad reputation in general. You know, someone will do something and then in the comments people will be like, oh well, here comes Gen Z about to cancel this for no reason.
Like maybe what that guy said wasn't, you know, the greatest thing ever, but like kids are stupid, you know, we make dumb mistakes. That's just part of teenagehood, you know.
What I don't agree with is going really, really far back and bringing up old stuff when the person has clearly changed.
Canceling somebody, like even if like they came back and they apologized for what they did, I mean, that's all that really matters. Like everyone was a dumb kid, like it was 10 whole years ago. Like I changed so much in a year. Like imagine 10 years, like that's insane. So I don't think it's like justified to treat them badly just because they said something dumb like 10 years ago.
The fact that we have the power to cancel someone with so much power on social media made for our generation to have a reputation to be sensitive.
I think people today are too sensitive. People, like you say the truth to them, or you say like, you know, any slight bit of honesty, they don't like it. They don't like it. They cry, they get mad, they'll cancel you.
A big part of people thinking that we're being sensitive for canceling something is them not understanding. You know, educate yourself more. If you make a mistake, learn from it.
Because of cancel culture, some find it easier to voice their opinions and feel safer in the hands of the media, while others dread the thought of even posting something in fear that another person will dislike it and cancel them. And because of the influence social media has on our population, cancel culture is expecting to affect the social development of the next generation. People will learn and adapt to the ways of the internet and in turn become more educated individuals. Though, is the information they receive going to affect them negatively or positively? And how is this affecting the individuals who are on or are going to join social media when it comes to self-expression and free speech?
People are selfish, you know? You only care about what's good for us, and we don't really think about like how it affects others. I think people always have their guard up, like a lot of the time. Like you really can't say anything, or else someone's gonna be like, "That's not right."
They're scared to get canceled in a way, because they think we're so sensitive that they're basically walking on glass. When it's just, don't be racist, don't be homophobic, don't do that stuff.
I think cancel culture makes people afraid to post things because, honestly, just the judgment that like what comes with it. Like you might believe one thing, like, but somebody just might completely bash you for what you believe in or what your opinion is.
I do think we are too involved in the media. I think it has too much of an effect on us than it should. But this is also how our generation is progressing, and we have to like follow that. We have to stick with it.
The media has a massive influence on the population, but should it be monitored at all times? Should people be punished for their past mistakes? Can people change? Or should they be chastised for their faults with no second chances? Now that you know a little more about cancel culture, I hope this documentary helps you develop a well-rounded opinion. The choice is yours.